Well, just got done mowing and weed eating and this and that, and decided I've had about enough of what I'm about to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of this little issue I've got in my yard since you know, the money we pay for the company that's responsible to take care of this is too derelict. We're just lazy. I don't know. I guess dereliction has to do with laziness, right? Just sort of surprised that you get charged top dollar for a company's services that they provide, right? And they can do the bare minimum and charge you top dollar. Well, if you're going to leave what I'm about to show you, you know, in my yard for my kids and myself or my family or my friends that come over, I'd say you're doing the bare minimum. So what am I talking about? I'm gonna grab a couple of tools here probably. I suspect I'm gonna need a little bit of mechanical leverage to get this to go the way it should. Okay. A beautiful day here in western New York, little town of Wellsville. Really specializes in busting my fucking balls. Okay, well, I've already dug it out, so I should have showed you what it looked like before. And I don't own this property, I just rent it. The federal government saw fit to steal my property that I did own in New Hampshire. And come to western New York to try to forget about that fat chance during this, whatever you want to call the crap that's happening right now. Okay, so I'm going to show you what it looks like. So this giant piece of metal has been sticking out of my yard. I just dug it up where the vent is. That's how it laid, just like that, right there. That's how this nice jagged piece of metal laid in my yard that I rent for just years and years. It's a guide cable for the telephone pole here, the power pole. And as you can see, this pole is not servicing our property exclusively. If you can see that, the wires run. There's some useless freaking satellite dishes. I don't have any use for them. They were here when I moved in. So you can see the power keeps going on down the street, right? This isn't just exclusively our property here. You know, the power pole, it doesn't service our property exclusively. Oh, and the cover here has got a patent number and everything. Look at that. Somebody's able to patent it and make money on it. That's good. I'm glad, you know. I can't find a patent attorney for my products, but I did find an attorney that was willing to rip me off and try to charge me $495 without even having sent a letter yet to put some liens on some properties for some deadbeat customers that didn't want to pay their bill when I built their homes. So anyway, let's see if I can get this thing straightened out. Let's see how much effort it takes to fix this piece of shit that's been laying in my fucking yard that I've been renting for 2 or 3 years, whatever it is. What difference does it make if it's a day or... Obviously this piece of metal's been just absolutely royally screwed for quite some time now. Oh yeah, we got a bolt here. I'm gonna have to loosen that bolt. Maybe that's why the power company didn't fix it, because they had to put the effort in to loosen one bolt. Maybe that's why. I think so. They can sure come through and hack the trees up around here like a bunch of derelicts and just make it look like absolute garbage everywhere you go, right? When they come through with they've got a mowing deck on a backhoe that they tip up and just slaughter all the branches everywhere, even if they're 25 feet away from the friggin' power line and pole. Then you go across town to another part, the summit. If you're from Wellsville, you probably know the summit, right? On the downside of the summit, there's been dead trees laying on the power lines for 3 years. Longer than that. I mean, they just leave them there. They just, okay, a tree dies, it falls over, it hits the wire, and then we just leave it. Nice work. How dedicated are you to the providing power to the people around here? What a great company you're running. That's sarcasm if you can't tell. You're fucking lazy, obviously. You're just a bunch of lazy derelicts. Okay. Get this damn cigarette going again. Let's see. Maybe the nut is that I need to loosen is just unmovable. You know, it's just it would be an impossible task, an immovable object. Let's see. I'm guessing that I can do it one-handed, that I can film this video while I fix this crazy piece of shit that's been causing a hazard and risk to everybody that I had over to my house and myself, mowing my fucking lawn around it. I mean, hey, we didn't get a discount on our electric bill because they've got a fucking hazard, a jagged piece of rusty metal sticking up 6 inches out of my yard for a guide wire that's probably not even needed. I mean, I don't really see the point in having it here. But I'm sure there's some engineer that went to school and got his loans forgiven to say that you've got to have a guide wire right here. I'm sure of it. They couldn't have put it somewhere else. They couldn't have put it in the tree line here, you know, with the power pole and the nice straight line of trees that goes along. They couldn't have put it next to them where it wouldn't be in right smack dab in the middle of some perfect water sliding area in my yard. You know, if I wanted to have my kids have some fun or something, I could set up a nice little hose and a slide through here, and then I'd have to worry about them impaling themselves on this piece of crap right here. Well, let's see. I'm going to see if this nut is immovable or not. Looks a bit rusted. Maybe that scared them away when they were doing their hazard assessments around here. They sent us a letter about how they're going to cut the trees back. And they did. They came and they cut the trees back. oh, wait a minute. I think I've made a very minimal effort. In fact, you know, I'm spinning this nut very easily. Very, very, very easily. And I've even enjoyed a couple of libations this evening. While I was doing the maintenance in my yard, I enjoyed a couple of libations like you just saw. Maybe I'm lying. Hold on. I'll get something to prop you up with. Looks like the whole thing is just mint there. There. Is that aimed at it at all? Oh yeah. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get the channel locks on the top side here. Hold this sucker in place. And we'll see if we can break this nut free. Oh, I mean, if I've got to, you know, there's more things, there's more options here that you can go ahead and put a little heat to it. You got a rusty nut, why not blast her with a little penetrating oil? I wonder, these guys get paid, I think it's like, I don't know, a seasoned veteran. It's been doing power work for a long time. I think they make decent living, right? They're up over 60 grand. They're one of those types of companies where the government says, yeah, you get the free rein to do anything you want, you know. All right. Now she's bent the fuck. I don't know what the hell bent it, but somebody did. Let's just see if a little American ingenuity can straighten this thing out enough to use it again. I'm wondering. Oh gosh, look at that. I'm bending it like it's my job. I'm bending it as if I was getting compensated. Yep. Well, $60,000, $80,000, $90,000 a year. Still just looks like hell though. I'm not very happy with that. I don't have my anvil here. It's going to be a bit hard pressed to really get this thing in the exact shape that I'd want. They should probably just put one of those new plastic ones on that doesn't get rusty, doesn't cause tetanus. You think if, you know, all these customers are paying full price on this line. As it goes down and feeds another 25 homes and camps and everything else down the road here. If this can't be exposed, and maybe they could come put one of them obnoxious, you know, yellow covers, protective warning covers on here, one that wouldn't have been misshapen by whatever happened. I don't know what happened to bend this thing the way it is, but yeah, there's practically no tension on this line. It's just kind of like wobbling here. Maybe I should adjust the tension on this turnbuckle, tighten it up a bit, but I think I won't. I'm just going to leave it. I'll check the tension on the nuts here. Why not? You know what? I'm here. I'm making the effort as if I was a guy getting paid by all the citizens in this area. If I'm going to make this mediocre effort, I might as well go a little further with it, right? Why not? Why not? See if we can get you propped up here. For your viewing pleasure, we'll try to position this phone. It's taking my video here for me. in a way that, does it show down there? No. Friggin' it. I'll probably have to stab a stick into the ground. Oh my gosh, it's more effort than I was willing to make. Oh gosh, why would I have to make an actual effort in trying? I get paid. I'm an important person. Look at that. I can tighten it too. They didn't even fucking tighten them all the way. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. Yike, 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 motherfucker. Oh, that's pretty pathetic. Let's see what I can do with this one. Oh shit, I'm getting a 16th of a turn here. There we go. Now they're tight. I'm confident that this is now tight and that the wire won't be pulled down when there's high winds, and that this will stabilize the power pole and maintain the power services, barring any other, dead trees laying on the power lines like over by the summit, on both sides of that hill too. Just drive up them, you can see it. Now let's get the guide cover back in place. Maybe I want to paint it up first, but I think I can paint it in place. I'll paint it obnoxious safety yellow or orange, one of the two. Okay, so the thing's shaped like a banana. Let's get this friggin' thing straightened out a little here. Oh, it's like work, right? Oh my gosh. It's like I'm trying to actually accomplish something with my time. How strange. What a difficult existence to actually accomplish something with the time that you spend being compensated. How difficult. This is just ridiculous. I wish I lived in a socialist nation where I could just get compensated for doing nothing, and that would last forever for all of our kids and everything else. That's sarcasm again, if you couldn't tell. I'll tell you, in this country, you're better off getting one of these sham jobs. If I had anything to tell the people, if you have absolutely zero moral competence, the thing to do is to go get one of these pissant jobs where you can just be lazy and ignorant and drive around in a nice new rig that somebody else has paid for you, and just rake it in on somebody else's dime while you're producing nothing of value for your society. That's a great way to go if you can stomach it, but unfortunately I can't. Damn, but this thing is really kicking my butt trying to bend it here. I don't know if I brought the right tools for it. Mother truck. This thing is just a nightmare. Oh wait, I'm getting it. Oh fuck. It's like it's work. It's like it's something you should be compensated to do. Does that make it difficult? Does that make your feelings get hurt? Power company? What is this company? Oh, I remember. National Grid. National Grid Power Company. That's who owns this shit right here. Don't worry, National Grid. I got it. Just relax and run your backhoe mower deck down the road, and have 13 guys hanging around every time you do anything. Oh wow, this is really a pathetic effort I made here, isn't it? But I'm hoping that my children and any guest I have over won't have to worry quite so much about getting tetanus from a rusty piece of shit metal guard that's been misshapen and hit with something. God, I don't know if I made it better or worse. This doesn't look good. I'm thinking I can get this fucking cable, because it's so loose, because it's not doing anything. I'm pretty sure with just my regular old human strength and American ingenuity, I can get this tucked behind here. Oh, look at that. Holy fuck, I did it with, as I've said, a mediocre effort has really just done the job here. How amazing. I don't think I've even spent an hour trying to correct this hazard in my yard that's been left here by National Grid. Nobody drives by this place. What the hell is this? Filming one video in my yard and I gotta get somebody driving by? Bull crap. And I only needed like a Neanderthals type tools. It's pretty basic. Ever since we started the Industrial Revolution, we've had tools like these. Oh God, how difficult to get these out of your truck. Your brand new, beautiful service truck that you all drive around in at National Grid. You're just given the best of the best. And you didn't notice this piece of steel sticking up ready to impale one of my children. Huh. Just a real sad state of affairs. And the thing is, there's no way to like tell them, hey, you're acting like a bunch of total pieces of shit here. Can you straighten up? No, because then you're the asshole. So it's just easier for me to do this. I'll probably take this thing back off, but I just want to kind of set an example. Maybe an emulatable example of what you could do if you decided that you saw something you didn't think was right and wanted to go ahead and take care of it. Because, these people apparently are not gonna. They don't give a shit about my family's safety. They want their money every month. They want their bills paid, and if I don't pay them, they're gonna cut off my power, right? But if they're derelict in their duty, no prob, Bob. No problemo. You can't do a friggin' thing. Go ahead and try to get something done. See how that works. See how that works for you. Call somebody and ask them to do something at one of these companies that are just sponsored by the government to run amok. Yeah. Well, I'd like to say that I was half drunk, but I'm not. A couple of libations. But, okay, so some regular old dumb homeowner that had a couple of libations can take care of this. I think it's worse, but I don't know. See, that's fine.